Thank you for tuning into the Sisters Talk podcast. I'm your host, Danny M.
Hi, I'm Asia Carroll, your co-host. Thank you for joining us today.
And today we have special guest, Miss Terre Bennett. Thank you so much for joining the sisters today on this. It's raining here. I don't know if it's raining for you, Asia, but in Texas on this rainy Sunday.
Yes.
Yes, I just want to fall over and go to sleep, but I couldn't because I was like, Terry's going to be on the show today. And for people who don't know who she is, guys, she is a media mogul. She does it all. I don't want to give it all away. So I'll just start by saying, hey, I'm going to pass the mic to you, Terry. Let them know who you are, where you're from.
Hi, Danielle and Asia. Thank you guys for having me. I'm so excited. I'm Terre Bennett. I'm in Houston, Texas, originally from Los Angeles, California, but Texas has been my home most of my life. Made some wonderful connections here in Houston, all the surrounding areas. Danielle, it was such a blessing to link up with you during our tenure with Grade A Media.
Shout out to Grade A Radio.
Yes, shout out to Grade A, also based here in Houston, Texas, providing all your media needs, shooting videos, commercials, dialogues for people all over the world now. Most of our music and stuff based here in Houston. A lot of our artists, underground and professional, international artists, we've had the pleasure of working with. So I met Miss Danielle. She came in while I was co-host with Nafisa Muhammad.
Shout out to Nafisa, Size Day Wellness.
So I've been with the Grade A team. It's been since about 2014. And I've just watched everything grow, as well as plant seeds in the media industry. I graduated from Texas Southern University 2009. So yeah, radio, television, and film has always been my passion. And I just took baby steps, never gave up, finally graduated from college, while having 3 kids. It's been quite a journey, but let me tell you, when you have a passion to do something, just don't ever let it die. Don't. And you'll see it manifest eventually. Just have faith in everything you do. That's what I've always done. That's been the key for me. And just surrounding myself with business-minded people that love one another. I'm very empathetic. I care for other people, how they feel, as well as how I feel. And when I'm in a good vibe, I tend to grow. So the past 2 years, it's grown tremendously. And I'm just excited to share that with everybody.
Oh, I love it. And it's so crazy and it's so heartwarming because I remember, I've watched the growth, even just for the small amount of time that I've known you. And definitely, we just have to give another shout out to Grade A and to Nafisa, because if it was not for Nafisa, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. I went on to her show and she's like, oh, I think you should get a show too, because you actually are pretty good at this. And we would have a blast. You, myself, Nafisa, and whoever her special guest was, and we would go for hours nonstop. So shout out to her.
Just planting those seeds, just manifested, watching you grow your scientist mind along mixed with the media inside of you. I love it. I love seeing your presence online. Everything that you've done, everything you've touched, you and your husband, is manifesting. That just excites me and keeps me motivated.
Oh, thank you, Terry. All 3 of us queens on this show today. Don't make me cry. Listen, because people don't know how much it takes. And all 3 of us are mothers, by the way, for people who are tuned in. We're doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? Asia's an author. She's a spiritual coach. I mean, there's so many other things I'm leaving out. She does a lot. Look at Terry. Okay, if you don't know who she is, you better Google her. She's out here. She's out over
Yeah, you
Houston.
can Google me. Oh my goodness. I feel so excited.
Yes. Yeah, Google her. And you can Google Sisters Talk now too. The SEO game is no joke. So
Definitely.
like we're out here making moves. So make sure, if there's ways that you can support each one of us, reach out to us. If there's something that you need film, if you have a rap video, look, Terry's the plug. She's
Yes.
a professional lady, but she knows all of the rappers and the musicians and the media moguls. Trust me when I tell you.
It's
And
been a
if you need
blessing.
some
Yes.
Yes, and if you need some type of spiritual guidance, reach out to Asia. She's a very calm spirit. She
Yes.
will put you on the path of where you need to be in your life. And in terms of myself and my husband, if you need relationship advice, and I want to thank everybody who has spread my information. Asia, thank you. Terry, thank you.
Yes.
Everyone who has spread our information, we want to thank you so much for the clients that we are receiving. And we're just grateful. We're at a very grateful point in our lives, and we could not do this without our friends, without people who actually want to see us grow and thrive.
It's
So
right.
I think it's important that our communities, we keep that and maintain that dynamic, and we continue to help others and continue to share each other's great gifts and talents, because you never know who you're going to bless by sharing somebody's information. So not to take too much away from our segment, getting back to the topic. So I've heard you say that you went to college, you graduated with 3 children. Kudos to you,
Yes.
because a lot of people would have given up. So I just had to really like re-emphasize that a lot of us these are challenging times right now, as we know, even in 2021. And
Yeah.
I love how you said, just keep going. Keep going. If it's something that you're passionate about, don't let any situation, circumstance, or distraction take you away from it. You keep going. And I got to ask you, like, what inspired you to do radio?
Um, I have my passion for music. Um, and it started out with television, of course. And while I was in college, one of my professors was like, "You have a great voice," and I was like, "Oh, really?" He was like, "You have a great voice. Have you thought about radio?" Um, my professors at TSU, they would take us to the radio station, um, give us hands-on training, and also talk to us about not just working in a radio station, but how about owning one? How about
Mm,
leadership? And I thought that was awesome when they looked at me and brought that to me. It just opened up my mind like, oh, I can own a radio station, or I can learn how to operate that. And my senior year at college, my last year, one of the professors sent me over to University of Houston. Um, I thought I would get away with doing a little internship at one of my friends' studios so I could chill and, just, not be productive as I should be. And I
right.
went over to University of Houston, and I interned in Leroy and Lucille Melcher Center for Performing for Arts. And I go up to the radio station, and they were like, just, could you do these reports? And when you're done, you could, venture around. So I had a stack of ascertainment reports, and they were like, put them in order to what you think they should be in order. So I organized them, categorized them, and it was, basically, something that I adapted to. And then they let me in the recording room. What they do that for? Oh, wow. I was in there recording, my own PSAs. Click it or
Right.
stick. So I know when they went in there, and after I left and saw all what I had done, I bet they were like, this girl. I've had
That's
about
awesome.
50 commercials, 100 PSAs, and I would write them myself, and then I would produce them. And I
That's
would sit in
awesome.
the newsroom with TVs all around me, and I don't know, something about that feeling. I was like, I like this.
You were
And
hooked.
I was at the radio station, and then I just cross-trained TV and radio. Channel 8 was downstairs, so I would visit there as well. It was just a great opportunity. Those that are serious about the craft, you're going to want to learn it. Danielle, we learned,
Yeah.
I mean, being, keeping up with times, we're on an app right now. I learned how to use Blue Jeans. What we on? Duck StreamYard. I call it Duck.
StreamYard, yeah.
But, just all these great ways to communicate and keep everything going during COVID. I think that's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
So
For sure.
I always try to adapt. I always try to keep up to what's current. My kids, they're like, Mama, you in last place. I'm like, well, hey, what I got to do to get in first place, honey?
Right
now. Yeah, my kids like, oh, Mama, you. I'm like, I bet I could master it before you. So, yeah, they trying to get
the young generation, they're all over it.
They're really good, and I'm trying to like hire my daughters right now to take over my, take over. Don't tell me my computer.
That makes sense. Like, Asia, I was just talking about this earlier. I was like, I dropped this meme. It had all these letters in it, Terry. And I'm like, what does all this mean? I said, look, young generation, tell me, what does this mean? Somebody said, oh, no, it doesn't mean anything. It was somebody who wanted to sound like Nicki Minaj. And so that's where the meme came from. But I was over here legit trying to find out, what does SK? It was just all these random consonants. And I'm like, what is this? I'm so lost and I'm so old now. Something new comes out every day. I cannot keep up.
That's me all day. And then they're like, Mom, you want us to show you? And I'm like, I know how to do it, so I have to learn.
At least they offer. My teenagers don't offer me anything. I'm on my own. I'm sad.
Yeah. I asked for help and she's like, I don't know what I'm doing either. Okay, well, we both clueless then, I guess.
We gotta figure this out. That's too funny.
Shout out to my kids. I have 3 kids, 2 granddaughters. I have a 24-year-old. Her name is Tarika. A 20-year-old, Tracy, and I have a son, Trevion. He's 18. So, yeah.
Wow, and you wouldn't even be able to tell. There's no way you're looking like a 24-year-old. I never would have guessed it.
Yeah, you
never would have guessed it.
Tremendously blessed.
Yes. It's such a good thing we don't
put
look like
on all the time.
Hey, speaking of, I just got some rose oil. I want to shout out the person who I purchased it from because I really do love it. And it just has me like glowing and smelling good unintentionally. Let me see if I can find this lady's website. But what I was going to say on the other end is black doesn't crack. I just wanted to say that because let me tell you something.
I was thinking it, but you said
you can you can say whatever you want to on this show. We keep it real. This is real sisters talking. This is how we talk. Okay.
That's right.
So nobody needs to get offended. Oh, and the name of the website where I purchased is Goddess Glow is what it's called.
Goddess.
It is on it's on Fableya, FABLEYA.com. I also got these earrings, if you can see them. They're crystal earrings from the same site. I love them. It's 3 crystals on each. Love it. So if you like crystals, check her out. Or go to our homegirls website, Nafisa Muhammad, to SageDayWellness.com and get your handheld crystals there too. She sells those too.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So getting back on track. I'm getting us all the way sidetracked. Sorry. So who's your favorite? Do you have a favorite influencer right now?
A favorite influencer.
Okay, that's probably too new school. Let's scratch that. Who's your favorite singer? I know you can answer that one.
Oh, my favorite singer. Oh, definitely gonna tell my age, kind of. Aretha Franklin.
Oh, yeah.
Same.
I used to put Aretha Franklin albums on when I would have to hang out clothes, and my grandmother had a record player. So, and all my cousins, they tell me, "Oh, you soulful," because I'm always. I always got to ad lib or do a little a little humming or something like that. So That's why they say I'm soulful. But I think that's where good music comes from, right? The
I
soul.
think so
Yes.
too. I think so.
Yes. You have to feel it. Like if
Yeah,
you don't feel it, I'll feel a song for somebody else that wrote it. You have to feel it. Yes.
I
And
agree.
when you perform, it's gonna come out. And you make Anita Baker faces. That's how you know if you feeling it. Huh?
I
Right?
think today's music is more so based on instrumentals, beats, the rhythm. We negate, well, a lot of the younger generation negates what they're talking about. Older
Mhm.
generations, I think we focus more on the lyrics and how, like you said, how the song makes you feel. But the
Exactly.
younger generation, it's like, oh, if the beat slaps, it's a hit to them. They don't even care what's coming out of these people's mouths. I don't know. What do y'all think?
No, I
I
like the
think it
beat
is.
and
I think it's based on who the person is individually.
true.
We all individually have our own unique style and what we like. And a lot of people don't realize music is healing, music is frequency.
Yeah.
And with frequency and healing, you listen to what's going to heal you opposed to what's going to push you into different vibrations. And so we forget that music has vibrations to have us feel certain ways. And so you just choose to listen to what you want to make you feel the way you want to feel.
Yes. Agreed.
Yes.
Agreed.
Oh, you explain that so eloquently. I mean,
Thank you.
that's it. I mean, when I wake up, if I'm feeling, like I need to wake up, I'll put on something faster with a faster
Exactly.
beat.
Exactly. Like if you're
Or if
at
I'm
work,
always feeling,
I'm sorry, it's a delay.
yes,
It's the weather,
yeah,
I think. Yeah.
So
But yeah,
like
it's true.
if you like if you're at work and it's like your day's just going super slow and you want to speed it up, listen to some fast music. It'll speed it up for you because you get into that vibration. If you're sad and you want to feel better, listen to some healing Reiki music or meditation music, and it'll help heal your soul.
yes,
Yes.
I agree.
Absolutely.
I agree.
That's really good to know for some people because a lot of people don't know that they'll get sad and they'll start listening to sad music that
Yeah.
makes them depressed. It's like they went from level one sadness to level 10, within 3 minutes and 45 seconds.
Mhm.
Stop it. I don't understand why people do that to themselves.
Yeah,
Okay, so go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just thinking about that. If you're feeling romantic, you're gonna always throw on some R&B or some
Yeah.
jazz or something, to make you mellow out.
Hmm.
It definitely has power.
Yes, it does. More power than when people know.
Exactly.
Uh, more than what they're actually acknowledging, but that's another segment for another day.
It
Because I can
really
go
is.
all the way deep into that one. Break
Okay.
down those frequencies.
Ooh, all right, sister.
The Fourier transform and the mental energy
Yeah.
connection. But y'all not ready for that part. Okay. All right. So let's get back to the
I'm
basics.
gonna get ready for it though.
So what goals would you like to reach with media? Because media is a powerful tool, powerful source around the world.
Um, I want to continue to reach the masses. I have an announcement. You probably already know. I'm on Real Talk, Real Action. It's a new television show. It's on every Friday on Roku Television.
That's
Um,
awesome.
I'm on a panel with
Congratulations.
four other beautiful women, and we showcase everyone: entrepreneurs, authors, business owners. I mean, everybody that wants to get their platform out and market themselves for millions.
That's
I'm very
amazing.
excited, over 46 million viewers. So it's a great way for me to get started, on
Oh,
television.
yes.
You know,
Congratulations.
Amazing. Congratulations.
I'm
That is
very,
amazing.
very excited about that, as well as on Mother's Day, grade A CEO, Derek Williams, they call him Skrilla. Shout out to Skrilla. He texted me and he told me he wanted me to be the new fresh face of grade A media.
Oh,
And
congratulations.
wow, like, I've been like I said, taking baby steps since 2014. It's 2021 now, and that was great news to me. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I got to dye my hair now, put some eyelashes on for real, and then get filter cute again, So it just excites me. We're gonna be doing a lot of commercials. Danielle, get ready to make some cameo appearances with me because I'm definitely gonna pull you in for that. You've been there, helping us get everything started, helping push the ball. So we're excited. We have a lot to do. They say it's going to be hot girl summer. It's going to be a hot sister summer too.
Hey, I know that's right. Wow, that is amazing. God is definitely blessing you. You have definitely been on a blessing frequency since the moment I met you. Everything about you is
Thank
very,
you. Thank
yeah,
you so
everything
much.
about
I
you has
feel
been
the
very
same
loving.
way. I feel
Yeah.
the same way. And some people, like they say, they're supposed to be in your life for a season. I'm like, Danielle, you for a lifetime.
Aw.
You for a lifetime as well. You guys are beautiful. I love you
You are as
guys.
well.
So, you have some good guests on the show. I mean, I'm always looking.
Listen, all praises to the Most High. I've had so many people ask me, how'd you get this person? How'd you get this person? I'm like, look, when God brings us together and we start having ideas and we talk about it and
That's
we
right.
push through on the thoughts, He makes it happen every time. So I'm grateful to God for that. And I have to give God thanks for that. And I also want to thank Asia, Miranda, Nikila, everybody that has came in
Yes.
and filled in on the show to assist me. Again, Terry, Nafisa, all you ladies, all you sisters who said that Black women can't get along and work together and eventually make millions together, because
Mhm.
people that are watching this show, you're watching the beginning of something great and you don't even know it. We're going to look back on this moment and crack up at brunch. Oh, well, I'm gonna have a limoncello. I don't know what you guys are having.
Ooh.
Yeah, I already know.
A lemon drop, darling.
There you go. So I'm just saying, I think it's important that we all learn from episodes like this, where you can bring all these great minds together and share our powerful moments together, and we uplift each other together. It shouldn't be me against her or her against him or whatever the case may be. When we put those type of ways of thinking away and we start unifying our thoughts, unifying our greatness, oh my God, let me tell you something. Don't let me start preaching on Sunday evening. Okay. So
Yeah, I
listen.
feel like, yeah, everybody has a chance to be edified. We all have to lift each other up one at a time. We're all gonna get our time. We
Yes.
have to learn how to just lift each other up, stay locked in, stay communicating. Danielle, thank you for communicating so effectively with me. It keeps me on track. I mean, just, I was excited about doing the show. I had like a list of other things to do. I just thank you for always reaching out to me, including me. I mean, it really uplifts my spirit. You just
Oh,
don't
thank
know.
you. She
I
really trying to make
mean,
me cry today. What's going on?
I mean,
Thank you.
I just want to tell you that in front of the world, not behind in a card or, a
Mhm.
letter. I want the world to know.
Thank you.
That's
Exactly.
That's so
amazing.
refreshing too.
Yeah.
Listen, so I am a great communicator. I just had to say that for my husband. No, I'm kidding. He knows that. He already knows that. But thank you so much,
Mhm.
Terry. I appreciate that.
I
Seriously.
can't wait to come to a life coach session with my husband. I'm a newlywed.
Well,
3 months. 3 months.
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Recognize me.
Yes.
But I took my ring off when I was washing dishes. But
Look,
it's
I keep mine off too. I keep
It's
mine off. I'm the
nice
same way.
though. I just didn't want to get any flour in it or stuff while I was cooking. So
Right. Look
yeah,
at you, just glowing too.
I hadn't had any like formal counseling or anything, but I think that would be really good for us.
Yeah,
Somebody
definitely.
around our same age, in our late 20s.
Right. Period. We're gonna leave it right
Yes.
there.
Oh,
Ooh,
y'all late 20s.
listen.
Yes, I'm excited about everything that we have in store for us moving forward. I just want to encourage everybody to just tap into yourself, you know.
That's
And
right.
before you can help someone else, help yourself first. That's
Mm,
not being selfish.
sure isn't.
It's just, it's going to make it better when you reciprocate it to someone.
Yes,
It's going to
I agree.
strengthen your relationships. That's what we need to do. Strengthen our relationships from the ground up. What they call it,
Mm,
grassroots
yes,
infrastructure. I mean, and be transparent. We're all humans. We all make mistakes. Nobody's
agreed.
perfect, even though we're striving to be, and just continue to unify.
Ooh, that's it.
That's what I'm always like trying to get people to realize. And we could do so much more than what we're doing now. It's only gonna get better.
That's
It's
right.
only gonna get better.
But I love what you just said about not feeling like it's selfish. And I think for women,
You better
especially,
relax yourself and
mhm,
get
I'm
yourself
telling you,
together.
And I
Yeah.
think too,
Self care.
I think it's very important for women and men to understand that if you don't have a great relationship with yourself, you cannot have a great relationship with anyone else in a friendship, a romantic relationship, your job, or anything else, because your mentality, your mindset determines what type of relationship you will have. And if you're dealing with a lot of trauma and baggage, you're going to take that into every relationship that you have.
mm, come on. That's the truth right there. They may not even know that you're doing it. That's the saddest part
Exactly.
about it. So that's why it's important, like what Terry said also, is to take that time out for yourself. Do for you. Love you. Like you gotta give. And I think I posted this back during Valentine's Day because a lot of people get up in arms if they're single during that period of time, which is natural because
Yeah.
look at how the society perpetuates love and what love should look like, I guess is what I'm
Exactly.
trying to say. I think it's so important though, that same love you're trying to give away, you better give it to yourself first. You
Ooh,
have to. There's no way for you to love that next person appropriately if you're not loving yourself the right way. That's what we miss. A lot of us miss that. Some of us are such significant givers, right? We're ready at the drop of a dime to be there for somebody else. But what about when you're depleted? When you've depleted everything inside of you, there is nothing left to give. There's nothing left. So we need to keep that in mind.
And
Self love.
society makes us feel that we have to wait for someone to give to us. If you like roses, give it to yourself. You don't
Come
have to
on.
wait for somebody to give you roses. If you like
Mhm.
going to the spa, getting a massage, don't wait for somebody to book it for you. Book it for yourself.
Facts.
exactly.
I'll tell y'all a story. Now, this was when I was single for the first 5 to 6 years of my life because I came out of a really toxic relationship. And every week, every Friday, I would get myself a rose and I got Jada a rose. So I showed myself love and I showed my baby girl love. And I didn't need anybody else to send us that. So I love what you just said, Asia. And it taught my child something. It taught her that she has to love herself. And it is okay to give yourself the things that you desire other people to give you. Give it to yourself first. Movie night. Massages, I was all over that. I needed that because I was a corporate America child. They was wearing me out. So
Yes.
I needed that massage with no extra benefits attached, meaning I wanted to go to a professional, get my
Mhm.
massage, go home, take a nice hot bath, go to sleep. You have to love yourself. You hear people talk about it so much it becomes cliche, but it's the truth.
Truth.
You really do have to be careful with this because I see a lot of men and women, especially women, we're giving out so much attention to these guys and we're wondering why these relationships are failing. And it's because we fail to love us first.
Yes.
And I
I
think
agree.
it's very important for you to know your love language. So a lot of people have this idea that love languages are only for relationships, and that's not true. If you don't know your own love language, you can't tell someone how you want to be loved. So you have to know what you like. You have to know what you don't like. You have to know what is a deal breaker for you. If you don't know those things, you won't effectively have a real relationship.
That's right, a
And
real
to me,
viable one.
you'll fall for anything
Exactly.
or settle,
Look,
you
a
know.
lot of us do both. We fall for
Mhm.
anything and we settle for anything because we just want something, if that makes sense. That's
Mhm.
something that we're looking for. We can find it right inside of us. And we're looking right over it, you know?
True. That is so
Ooh,
true. So
wow.
just stay tuned in to yourself. Love yourself. I see this lady on Instagram all the time. I am, or who is Shonda?
Yes.
She's always on there saying, love yourself, love yourself. And the more I hear it, it's just like it rings, everything I do. I'm like, would I like to do that today?
Mhm.
But also I'm learning to communicate with my husband, you know, and it's great.
I
So far,
love it.
so good. I can't complain about anything. I won't complain. Before I do that, I'll try to have a solution or a remedy. I always try to mediate, make everything okay, so everybody can be satisfied and happy. That's how we're going to operate from our best selves, is if
Hmm.
we're, content or happy with the situations that we're in.
I love it. And let
Yeah.
me ask you, we've given out a lot of free game today, guys. So make sure you like, share, and comment. So what advice do you have to people who may be struggling to network, struggling to make that connectivity between business partners, having a elevated level of friendships with people who are actually doing significantly great business? What advice would you give to those people that are seeking that, but they just don't seem to find it?
Um, Keep seeking, because and putting it into the universe, everything you want, whether you write it down or confess it from your mouth, usually. Um, in so many instances, when you do that, people will come aligned to the needs that you need for your company, to manifest it and help it grow. Business is business as well. I mean, whether you're friends or family or, significant others, I'm big on contracts. It's just so you can get everything, out in the open, you know, and you'll know what to expect. You'll know what's expected from you, so you can make those things happen. Um, Move in faith. I mean, even if you have a little doubt, knock that out of your mind completely, and tune yourself to be an optimist, not a
Love it.
pessimist.
Yeah.
Tune yourself to be positive, and people will talk down on your dreams or a big movie idea you might have, but then they'll turn right around and try to use it, or try to take some of your flavor, but always know that what's inside of you is original. Nobody can duplicate it. I can't bake the cake like Danielle. You
Yes.
know, I can't do it like Asia.
Mhm.
I can only do it the way I know how to do it. So everybody just think positive, as to how you want to start your business, how you want to move, what kind of clients you want to attract. And then you have people like Danielle and Asia, and I have another couple of friends that help you start your whole business, help you set up your whole 501c,
Mm.
LLC, LLDC, whatever, all of them DCBs,
Right.
just help you get started. And so many people, that's all you need is just a little bit of determination, imagination,
Hmm.
with a little bit of action. You know, faith wwithout
Love
works
it.
is dead.
That's
So
right.
keep it and have more than a mustard seed amount. Have big faith, because you want a
I
big
love it.
airplane, you want to ride in a big Hummer or a Cadillac, or you want to lay in that big California king bed, right?
I sure do want one of those. Stop
And
playing.
get some rest, so you got to just
Yeah.
start thinking. It's going to start coming to you and gravitating to you. That's how it happened with me. Like, I didn't want to watch the news. My grandfather used to say, watch the news. I didn't know years later I'd be wanting to be a news writer and writing what they're saying, or, writing and sending out reports. I never would have thought, but that's, where I want to encourage everybody to continue to get educated. It's never too late to get educated. It's never too late to get a college degree, a GED, or something. Work
That's
smart,
right.
work smart and not hard, honey.
That's it. That's it. And some
Use it.
people,
Use your
especially for
brain.
those who, yeah, those who have degrees and stuff, they can't find jobs in the area that they thought they wanted to work in or they desired. Then you take
True.
your talents and you learn how to capitalize on those talents because you still have skills. Use them to
Yes.
your advantage.
I
Like,
see
this is the time.
so many of us have degrees we're not even using. For many years, I didn't use it. And people would say, like, when are you going to use your degree? But it came at an opportune time. And I took advantage of my opportunities. And they grew. I didn't know a lot about certain things. But as time went on, I wanted to know. You have to want to know. And then it'll
And
be
it's your humbling spirit too. Like your humbling spirit allows you to bring in so much information, so much support, so much love. So I think it's important as we're learning, let's learn to humble ourselves along the process.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and
I,
shout out to all of the ones that like yourself that'll host a workshop and give some people advice. It seems like we as a people, as a society, do better when we pay for the advice. Because if somebody is trying to walk you through it, you're not gonna appreciate it
That's right.
when you paid for it. And I don't like that mentality that some of us have, but that's the way things are. So
You're right.
I
adjust
think it was
yourself.
And I think you said something very important when you said that we need to continue pressing forward and like moving forward with what our faith and dreams are. It's
Most
never too late to see it manifest. And even if it's not happening right now, you don't know what's going to happen 10 years from now. So you just keep saying it and keep believing it. And eventually it will happen. You don't need anyone else to believe you. You
Come
don't
on.
need not one other person to believe in
girl.
your dream. Nobody. All you need is yourself. And as
That's
long as
it.
you believe in yourself, it will happen. Don't give up on it.
Oh my goodness, I'm moved by that. Yes, I am moved by
Definitely.
that. And so many times we have a vision, and nobody else on the team will have that vision with you. My mom always said, if you can visualize it, it can come to pass. I
Yes.
carry that with me every day. And
Yes.
that's just how I'm rising up,
Yes.
And I'm bringing my friends and my family with me because we know how it is, how hard it was.
Mhm.
And we've been shooting on the team, honey.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Yes.
Let me ask you this. So, I asked you about, advice for people who struggle to network, and I love the answers that you gave. I love the answers that Asia added as
Yes,
well. Now,
Asia.
for those who would like to be on TV or radio, what type of advice would you give to those people?
Um, Stay on the ship. It's very competitive. They want you to maintain a certain look.
Mhm.
You have to learn how to speak proper English. Stay in school. Those English teachers, I still thank them every day for teaching me what an adjective and a noun and a pronoun is. Those are things that you're going to need to know, while in media, how to be approachable,
Mhm.
how to listen effectively. You have to know how to write. Being in college, it gave me hands on. The teachers were like, write this paper, do this research. Being a journalist, that's mainly what your job is. You're going to research everything, make sure your sources are credible. You know, you can't be scared when the camera's on you. That's when you have to step out and put your best foot forward and let it come out. If you know, some people have to work at it, some people are naturals. Everybody's going to have to read a teleprompter, you know. They're going to put you out in all types of weather, you know. You get to meet all types of people. You have to be a people person. Or not necessarily. If you just want to talk to the people at work and go home, that's cool too. But it's better when, you know, you're nice and kind and empathetic for others. Pay attention to details. Um, yeah, you're gonna have to practice. I mean, it's gonna make you better. When I look at where I started from to where I am now, and I'm still perfecting and I'm learning every day how to communicate online, how to set it up, you know. You just have to have a passion for it. When I watch the news now, I look at everything, you know. I've been behind the scenes. I like behind the scenes. So you have to figure out where it is that you want to be, but be trained in all areas because you never
Yes.
know. Your opportunity to be the face of something might be right there. I
Yes.
had no idea. All I knew is that I wanted to make movies. Danielle, one day we're going to make a movie.
For sure. Let's do it. I'm ready.
And
I'm
direct
actually working on a horror film right now.
and cast it. You know,
Yes.
I love that. I
I
love
can
that.
do it all, girl. I did it from scratch. So let's do it. Let's do
Yeah.
it.
So
Yeah.
those are like my future aspirations as far as media. I love interviewing people on the red carpet, um, meeting individuals, seeing what they're doing, how they got started as well. Yeah, it feels good. It really does. That's, I guess, my comfortable place. But doing TV and radio, that's the ultimate test. On TV, you got to be, you know, ready for the camera. On the radio, you can kind of be behind the scenes and just, you know, make sure you're articulating so your audience can hear you.
I love that.
Network.
Yes.
Get 39, get with 11, get with channel 2, get with all the internet entities. There are an array of them, like, and we're growing. Technology is awesome and it's bonding everyone together. So find out what's comfortable for you and just perfect the craft. It takes
Right.
work, but if it's something that, like they say, if you like to do it, it's not going to seem like work.
Mhm.
You know, this
That's
doesn't
true.
seem like work. Do it, girls.
Mm-mm.
No, we're just having fun and having sister talk, literally.
No,
But you know
exactly.
what? I'm so selfish. I was just sitting here just talking with you ladies, and we have comments that have need to be read. So we
Oh,
have we have Mike Ryder talks that says, "Showing love from Georgia. Keep doing your thing, ladies."
hi, Mike.
Thank you, Mike. That's
That
awesome.
makes me feel good. I mean, you know, you're doing something. You know, you're reaching people,
Yes.
Definitely.
not just with some mess or something petty. It's important stuff
Right.
Exactly.
that's gonna, you know, empower us. And if
And it's
it's
so
something that they
funny.
want to know how to do, all they need to do is type it in.
Yeah,
Mhm.
all
We'll
I gotta do is type
we'll
in sister
find some
talk
help.
now. But you
Yes.
know, I was just talking to a good friend of mine. Shout out to Dick Dillinger on Ears to the Streets Radio in Dallas. And I said, you know, it's so funny how nonsense will just spread like wildfire. But when you have somebody as great as Miss Gladys Mae West, it's getting only like 154 views on YouTube. So if you haven't seen that video yet, Asia and I are interviewing the great Mrs. Gladys Mae West. She's the mathematician behind the GPS, guys. What you use every day to get back
Wow.
and forth from point A to point B. And what I'm saying is, guys, you guys have to like and share and comment on that video because it doesn't seem like much right now because we're living in the history. But when you look back on this 20, 30 years from now, you're going to say, wow, like, I know I'm going to say that to myself, like, wow, I actually interviewed that woman. That's crazy.
We're on TV with her. Yeah.
Mhm.
Exactly. It's amazing. But Kevin Jordan, he says exactly it. So he must have been tuning into what we were talking about. So he must have really felt that. He said, oh. And we have Miss Kathy Tatum over at Tatum. She's the CEO of Tatum Production Studios. She's crowning us. I'm sending those crowns right back to you, Queen. Thank you for
Hello.
tuning in, my sister. And then we have Jeff Strange. Shout out to Jeff Strange Radio. He's all the way in New York, guys.
Hi,
So shout
Jeff.
out to him. Definitely, Terry, you want to link up with Jeff because that's
Okay.
your New York link right there. And I'm not sure who this is. Somebody that said Peace Queen. Sounds like something that
That's
my
Jeff.
friend Stephanie would say. Who's
No,
that?
that's Jeff. Jeff Strange said, Peace Queens.
Okay,
I'm
same
trying
person.
to.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. And then in the last comment here, we have No Emotion Podcast stopping by. Keep it up, ladies.
Thank
Ah,
you.
I know you have the support of other podcasters, other broadcasters, and I think that's amazing. And you're linking everybody together. That's what I like to do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those are
Networking,
networks.
just like you said, networking.
Definitely. So we definitely want to thank you for being a guest on our show today, Terry. Please let us know how can we support you. Tell the audience where we can find your information.
You can find me on Facebook, FYT FYT stands for Forever Yours Transportation. That was my father's transportation company. He had one of the largest contracts out with LAX, Transportation
Oh,
Delivery Company. My future hopes is to get that back running because he employed quite a few people in Inglewood and Los Angeles, California. Shout out to Southwest Airlines. We had a big contract with Southwest, and they still acknowledge my father and my father's business. So that's why I keep FYT.
That's
Um,
awesome.
if you want to promote your music, if you want to get played on the radio, if you want to get paid, make sure you copyright your music so you can, get paid when you get played. You can submit that to Grade A Media Productions at gmail.com. And you can reach me on Instagram, Terry, TERRE underscore JEANZ. It has like a lot of music stuff on there that I do with Grade A. We have some stuff coming up. It's going to be a great summer. Just be looking out for us. And I thank you guys for having me. This has been an
Thank
awesome
you.
experience. I've enjoyed myself thoroughly.
Thank you for
awesome,
being
awesome.
here.
Definitely. And so for guys who just tuned in, make sure you go support Miss Terry Bennett. She's doing a lot of great and amazing things for the community. And I just want to thank you for dropping these gems on the show today. Thank you, Asia, for always being supportive to Sisters Talk. And until we see each other again, which will be next Sunday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, we hope that you have a blessed and safe week and a happy Sunday. Stay out of the rain, Houstonians, because it's raining over here. I'm
Yes,
sick of it. I'm
it
tired.
is. All next week. So be ready.
I guess we have to be prepared for anything these days. All
Yes,
right,
yes.
guys. Thank you for tuning
Thank
into the Sister Talk
you.
podcast.
Goodbye.
We'll see you. Bye, guys.